Sunday morning. I'd like to think the cloud cover is a wee bit less in extent. Well, we're on our way. We have tugs up in front. There's 3 ships at the wharf and 1 overseas tanker. Now looking out into Bream Bay. Well, as always, the wind's going to be a bit funny as we pass by Mount Aubrey and Passage Island. We have the tide just turned against us, but we're down to neeps, not the big springs that we had when we came into the harbour after the end of the January cruise. I have got to Passage Island at times and just gone sideways across the harbour, but I don't think that'll happen today. Well, here we are, so we're there and our current course is going that way and we're doing a heady 1.1 knots. We're sped up. We were about half a knot before. Well, hopefully we'll get a few little gusts through, but obviously if the ship appears up in front, I'm not quite sure what the tugs are doing, but we'll have to motor out of the way. Well, we've done our dog leg. It's not exactly that track because it doesn't lay track marks absolutely continuously. So I've just overheard them on the port operations channel 11. That the tugs just have to hang around till 10 o'clock before anything happens, so it's another 20 minutes. So we'll be able to get past them. And this one closest to us is carrying containers. I'm not quite sure what the tugs are going to do because none of the ships look like they're finished already. Well, it's obviously this one. So they've dropped their hatches. It's certainly not laden. At least we're well clear. Going right at the edge of Snake Bank. We'll just drop back off the edge, tide against us. We're under Manganese Point now, so the wind's getting a bit more fickle. There is home. Oh, that's Whangārei ahead, and I think we'll go to Limestone Island. It's very pleasant, still humid. Becoming quite warm, but the sun is out. Oh, here's the Coast Guard. They've apparently taken a boat to Kissing Point and they're heading back to Marsden Cove where they're based. reasonable tide against us. Here's Whangārei. Our airport sits up on top. There is Limestone Island. We're entering the channel that goes up the Whangārei River. So Limestone Island ahead. There's the Aotearoa Chief at Portland Wharf. Portland Cement Works is disappearing behind the old cement works at Limestone Island. Here's the gap between the mainland on the right, Limestone Island on the left, and up around there's the Whangārei River going up to Whangārei. And North Sand, of course. I have weaved my way through all the boats fishing. February peak snapper month. Anchored just to the south of the old lime works or cement works on Limestone Island. We've got wind against tide, so not sure which way the boat will lie, but we're in 4 metres here, quite close to shore. Looks like we're onto the beach. Well, we're now through to the southwestern end. Oh, there's Portland Wharf with the Aotearoa Chief and the mudflat heading out to the southernmost end of the island. Oh, it's looking up the Whangārei River towards Whangārei. Stands right down the end by the hills. I have at times anchored off here, and normally not right on low tide, just for a stop. and around the foreshore on the dotted bit. And I am there, and then I think we'll go back along the foreshore through the ruins and back to Kathmandu. I anchored just off here last time I was on Limestone Island, which is when I was recovering from COVID back in November, and I walked up this track here, up over the top, and then back down past the old manager's cottage. Here's another limestone quarry. As you can imagine, a huge amount was taken out from in here. This is a shipwreck bay. This is some of the old workers' accommodation. The old cement works ruins. I gave you a good look at those in a previous video. She's still moving around with the outgoing tide and against the incoming wind. The number of boats fishing has reduced. I didn't video it because I ran out of hands, but I did catch a snapper and I'm going to have it for breakfast. Welcome to Monday morning. We can see Manganese Point, but not Mount Mania. We had light rain overnight, still very light rain at the moment. Forecast is for showers and norwesterly. I think the plan is a breakfast, which will be my snapper from last night, dishes, head back down harbour on the outgoing tide. Well, we were just over there in a good anchorage. Here's the old wharf. And the new pontoon. I've had the anchor down to get the mud washed off it. project to do. Let's replace this rusty hook on the Whangārei lure. A new hook screwed in, just need to use some tie wire through there. All I could find easily was some thick stuff, but I'm sure it's done the job. Right, sailing again, just with the jib. Well, we won't be needing the main, so I'll put it away, put the halyard down. Oh, there's looking back to Whangārei. Still see Limestone Island on the left. I think I'll stop at Spot X and have a fish. Spot X is just off our place. If I tell exactly where it is, I'll have to kill you. Anchored in Spot X. And look, but it's straight off the house. So this is the channel that goes up towards Waitangi. Well, the old bucket of preserved bait I've got is so old, everything's falling apart. You try and put it on the hook, it just falls off. Also the wind's increasing, so I think we might as well go back to the mooring. I've got a few jobs to do before I go ashore. Back on the mooring, a few things to tidy up. Already have lunch made. Well, just as well I came ashore, really. The southerlies arrived, although the humidity is still very high.